You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house or in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey y'all, what's up? What's going on? Hey Sislo, how you doing? What up, Creole Butterfly? How you doing? Hey y'all, hey. Welcome back to the hood table. One more again.
Welcome to let me do my version. Welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Laugh little,
Wait till I tell my niece how you try to chop her song up and re-screw it around and everything.
You don't have nothing to worry.
Okay.
You ain't got nothing to worry about because I'm no competition.
Oh, Creole says she had to minister tonight. She's going to lay and listen. Oh, you got a minister later on tonight? Oh, you had to, so you already ministered tonight. Girls, early. What time is it where you are? Y'all must have early church.
Glory to God. Hallelujah.
Yeah, y'all must have had an early church service. Thank you. I appreciate that, Creole. Yeah, we got two ministers. Sis Law minister too, ain't you, girl?
I'll have to get you on my channel and let you share the word.
She always be sharing the word on her channel. Always positivity on her channel. Yes, absolutely. Creole Butterfly.
Creole Butterfly. Okay.
Well, she said it's at 9 p.m. Okay. Oh, it's 9 p.m. where you are. Okay, so you're like an hour ahead. Okay, gotcha.
The same time as me.
Yeah, you on that D-Town time zone. And we on that Central time zone. Yes. But I hope everybody's doing okay. It's Tuesday. There's a lot of things that's been going on in the world, on YouTube, trending news. And one of the particular topics that we only hit on a little bit since it happened or since it developed was the situation with the rapper from Detroit named Big Dank, who had a situation with a Lyft driver. And the situation
actually Big Dank though. It's Dank Demoss. They put that.
They was calling her Big Dank on the show.
They kept calling her that.
Well, Big Dank Demoss. I think her real name is like Dunisha or something like that. Yeah, Dank Demoss is her name. D-A-N-K.
Deja.
Yep, Deja. And she's a rapper from Detroit, and she's pretty well known from her area. You know, she's on YouTube. She's on social media. She has a lot of songs out there. She was actually on what's that TV show? What was it actually called?
Deb's House.
Deb's House. Okay, she was on Deb's House with Waka Flocka's mama. When
Deb,
you know, go ahead.
Her name is Deb Atney. Waka Flocka's mom is Deb Atney.
Deb Atney. And Waka Flocka's mom, y'all know Waka Flocka. But so she was on that show years ago. And recently, within the last few months, she had went live. She was catching a Lyft to her cousin's house to a party. And she went live because the Uber driver, once he got there, I guess he saw like how big she was or heavy, plus size woman. Around that time, she was weighing near. Did she say near 6? It was like
Uh,
590. So
five
she just lost like 80 pounds.
582.
Yeah, she was 582, 582 pounds, almost big enough for 600 pound life. But I found it funny how she said, "I'm not 600 pound life. That's not my life." But anyway, we'll get to that. But she had basically went live because what up, Mike Lewis? How you doing, boo? Because she felt disrespected. She felt that he was being uh
Violence. Violence.
disrespectful, not professional by telling her, I don't think you can fit in my car. I don't think my car can support you. I don't think my tires can support you. And I'm sure a lot of y'all have seen the video. Some of y'all have probably then went to some of her social media sites to see her or see what she looks like. So a lot of people know she's a heavyset woman. At her biggest weight, she was almost 600 pounds. She said her biggest weight was 597, and now she's down to like 489. So she done lost like 80 pounds in the past few months. But after that happened, the Uber driver allegedly, I mean not Uber, the Lyft driver allegedly got fired. You want to add anything in there before we get to like details, sis?
Well, no, just that she was on her way to a Lions watch party. They had a suite at the where the Lions play, and she was on her way to a watch party. And yeah, she's a local celebrity, got like a little. Uh, you can see a lot of her music. She's a rapper and all that, so you see a lot of her music. I've been following her on social media for a minute, so you can see her. She makes some pretty decent music. You know what I'm saying?
She
But
actually does, yeah.
yeah, and
What
those,
up, lovely love?
Hi, Miss Hood Table. Hi, Miss Lady up there. I don't know her name.
Sis Law. Hey,
That's Miss
sweetheart.
Sislo.
Okay, can I chime in on something?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, cause when I was in Arizona, I did Lyft like 91 North, cause I'm a hustler, baby. But wait a minute. But yeah, I have denied rides. When they be too big, I be like, nope. Because if anything go wrong with your car when you doing Lyft, you responsible for your own car. Lyft is not going to help you pay for your car. But that much weight, that lawsuit is going to get thrown out because okay, if she was that big, she should have got one of those trucks, them luxury trucks they have.
They call them XLs.
Yeah, yeah, she should have got one of those. But you ain't gonna get in no regular Lyft or Uber car. No, you gonna have to get in like a truck. I mean, they'll pick you up. Buy the truck, I will pick them up. But I have denied big people out of my car, and
Mm.
I didn't get penalized for it. When I see them walking up, I pull off, and then I put in there not accepting trip.
Hey, J Troop, how you doing, love? How you
And
doing?
I
They,
know
they
it's
did fire the guy. That's what I heard. They fired the guy.
Yeah, but I know it's mean, but at the same time, why is you ordering a car and you need a truck? I mean, it don't make. And I have had big people in my car squish. I had one incident. That's why after that I stopped it. I mean, it took this person. I promise you, like about 5 or 10 minutes to get in that car, get in my car. And I was like, oh my God, how far are they going? Because you don't know where they're going yet until you punch it in. Oh Lord, I was glad she wasn't going but not 3 miles, but 3 point some miles. But she squeezed up in the car, and I got Impala. Now Impala is a big they have a big back seat.
Yeah, I used to have two Impalas. I liked them because I'm a big girl and they was really roomy for me.
I
Right.
do.
Now imagine that big enough that you squeezing yourself in the car.
Oh yeah,
That
that's
was
pretty
too
big
much.
because it was perfect for my size, and I'm a big girl. I'm like two something. So
Girl, that is not big.
yes, it
Stop it.
is, girl.
Girl, if you don't stop it.
Say that to my bras. Say that to my brows. Okay.
No, that's
Stand the
plump,
size
girl.
they got my bras. That ain't even name brand. All right.
No, you plump. You plump and juicy. Uh-uh. Uh, oh, God forgive me. Brianna is big. She would never get in my car.
Oh Lord. Oh.
Sorry, Brianna. Sorry, girl. But I mean, that's the only big person up on here. That's why I be bringing her name up. It ain't.
Well, we actually got a lot of big women in this sector, but I have nothing against big women. I don't drag big women. I don't, because I'm a plus size woman. I'm a plus size woman,
Yeah.
and one thing I've learned over the years is, you don't, if you hating on people who just like you, then you're self hating. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Now, I know,
Yeah.
let me get to this. We was watching me and Sislo happened to watch The Breakfast Club, and they had her on there for an interview, right?
Hmm.
And you said J True said you ain't nowhere near homegirl, so girl, I might be a few burgers away. But
Gosh, when you like 200 pounds or something like that, you just juicy, girl.
girl,
No,
I'm
when
so
you
soft.
be over, girl, stop it.
But okay, so as far as the show, I don't know who all in the chat might have watched. It came on today, right? The Breakfast Club, and they were okay. So we didn't all heard what's his name again? Sislo.
Charlemagne.
Charlemagne. So we didn't all heard Charlemagne. He didn't cracked on people for years, especially plus size people. He didn't cracked on them for years. But when it came to this interview, now Sislo said she felt like he was backpedaling and pee popping, right? And I want you to
Mhm.
explain why you think that, Sislo, because I feel like he was too. But do you think it was for the sake of who she is, or the sake of the lawsuit, or he don't want to just come across mean like everybody who's doing her in
Because
social media
Charlemagne's
right
scary. Because Charlemagne's scary and he always have been. He's always been the one that throw rocks and hide your hands. He's never been the type of person that can say in front of your face what he has to say when it's behind his back. That's why he always got chased around outside the radio station. They chasing him to beat his tail and all the other type of stuff. And that's why Birdman said, "Is you done? Is you finished? Keep my name out your mouth and all that." So no, put some respect on my name. So
So, so he act like Jay Wilson.
no, I ain't gonna do that. Nah, don't do that.
I
But
did it. You didn't do it. Lovely Love did it. But
okay,
no, everybody, we all have our faults and stuff. But yeah, with the lawsuit or whatever, she's not gonna win because they're gonna ask her why you didn't get the what you call it LX. It's LX, and it's like one of those suburban trucks or something.
yeah, the
now.
box.
Why would you
Yeah,
call a regular? Why would you call a regular car? And which, if I never went through it, I couldn't say nothing about it. Like for real, for real. She's not gonna win no lawsuit.
right. And you were
But
saying about the put some respect on my name.
so yeah, what I was saying is that when it comes down to Charmaine, he doesn't like he says one thing behind your back and another thing in your face. So I felt like all of the jokes and the wisecrack. Now he did throw some shade. He did do that.
He
But
did. A lot.
he
Almost all of them did, to be honest.
did, but it wasn't like what they did. All of that talking
Oh no,
when
yeah, because just like T.S. Madison, did you watch T.S. Madison, girl, when she was talking about it? She was telling her whole she was telling Craig, the writer, okay, Craig, keep it light. I don't want it to be too heavy. Keep it light. Girl, I was hollering.
yeah, I mean, because
See
it's
that
like
one.
and she heard what they said and she called them out on it. She was like, "Yeah, but I wanted you. I don't want to call in and but rebut what everybody is saying. I'd rather come in and talk to you for myself,
Right.
so you can get to know who I am." Now I'm in total agreement with all the other people that are saying that she could have ordered a larger utility type vehicle
Absolutely.
or SUV or something like that. I'm with all of them, and I feel like she has enough money to do it. You know what I'm
But
saying?
hold on, let's get on the money. And hey, J True, welcome to the chat. I'm gonna get on this real quick,
What's
and I
up,
Hey,
want
Love
y'all
Jacob.
to.
Table? What's up, lovely? Hey,
Hey,
homegirl.
girl,
Hey,
I
hey.
want y'all to respond to this because for her, they trying to say that she is not just well known in her neighborhood or her hood or whatnot. And Cislo up top with me, she's from D Town, so she's very familiar with her. But a lot of people were saying if you that influential and you making all this money and doing this and on TV shows, reality shows, why you ain't got your own car? It's not like you in New York and need to Uber or Lyft everywhere because of traffic. Like you're in Detroit, most people got cars there. Why don't you have your own car, especially when you weigh almost 600 something pounds?
She
I mean,
does
you
have
wouldn't even have an issue if you had drove your own car.
she has a
I
car.
hate to
She does have her own car. She was going to like that's what I was saying. She was going down to type to where to the Comerica. I'm sorry, where the Lions um Little Caesar Arena where the Lions play football. And she was going to a Lions
Are you
football.
sure? I could have sworn she said she
I'm
was going to
positive.
a party.
No, she was going to a watch party at the game down
But
at
you know what? When you go, you know what? I'm
I
going
could
to
have
interrupt.
sworn she said she was going to her cousin's house for a party. But okay, either way.
going to the Lions,
When you
going to
go to a party,
Hold
okay,
on,
I'm
hold
sorry.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let her finish.
and
Okay.
rather than like downtown, you gotta pay the park, you gotta walk a long distance, you gotta do all that other type of stuff. So rather than to do that, a lot of people do ride shares and things like that when they're
Hmm.
downtown in the downtown area.
I
You
feel
get
you on that.
and if you're drinking and all that,
Yeah.
a lot of people do that when they're partying. They
But she made it very well known that she uses them services a lot. So if you
she
have your
always
own
tell you, I
car,
don't know it. A lot
if you
anytime
have your own car, why this can't and see, I'm sorry, I don't believe this. And hey VS, how you doing, love? What's up? And I'm gonna let J True chime in after this.
Hey, BS.
please, please
Believe
clap.
that I do not believe that this is the first time she's been turned down for her weight. I do
Because I
not
know
believe
I
it.
have
Like
turned
I
down
don't
people.
believe that. Just like I don't believe that she said she has fit in a Prius before at 600 pounds. That she done fit in a Escort before at 600 pounds. Just like
cruising.
like on the show with Charlamagne and them. She said at 600 pounds she was able to sit in the back seat of a PT Cruiser with her two brothers and her.
Girl, you lying to me.
Hold on, y'all. And her dad, who is plus size, and we saw her mama. Well, I seen her mama on some of her videos. I ain't shading her mama, but her mama plus size too with a big old badunk donk. And they all five in a PT Cruiser. And then you see the girl on the show say, "And how long did that car last?" She was like,
Not down the street.
"Yes, did y'all see it, y'all?" She said that car lasted from the time I was in high school till I went to college. So that's what 4 years. But
You
yeah,
lying.
Exactly.
go
Fucking up
ahead.
them struts.
I'm gonna give
Let
y'all
J True
to
chime in. Go ahead,
I'm gonna
J
give
No,
True.
y'all
hey, and
to what
thank you for
she looks
having me
like.
up here. And I know I'm so lost in the sauce, but I've been trying to keep up with this case, but I was just thinking, it's just another pseudo celebrity. You know, people do anything just to get their name out there and just to be known. So I was thinking, hey, this just another whatever, home time, home girl, finna do whatever to get on, but it's gonna blow over. But I'm just thinking about the guy who lost his job. You know, that's somebody's livelihood. That ain't
I
cool.
honestly feel bad for the guy who
Yeah,
lost his job.
exactly. So he wasn't rude to her. You know, we heard the video. He just said, you know, point blank, period. That's actually a 1099. You have to use your own vehicle to ride people around. And I didn't
And you gotta do
understand
your own
why.
oil changes because I used to do
Exactly.
DoorDash. I used to
Yeah,
do
I did
your
that. I did that.
own.
That's
And
what
every,
Lovely was saying. So why
yeah,
couldn't he deny her? I know if people are drunk or belligerent or whatever, you can deny people a ride.
yeah.
And surely, you know, you can, if someone can't fit, look, we grown. Fuck your
And
feelings.
that's the point. We grown.
We're
Like, let me
adults.
tell you
If I
something.
don't want to ride you in my car, I don't have to. You get what I'm saying? And I don't
Yeah.
understand why she grown and ain't ashamed. She should first off, she should have been ashamed of that outfit she had on.
First
But
of all,
why
she
she
should be
grown and ain't got no
ashamed of
damn
lying
shame?
about them little cars that she was spending. Charlamagne said, I got a Prius. I want to see you go outside and get inside of my
That's
Prius.
what I'm
I was
talking
like,
about.
I can't. He said, you know you can't. Even the other girl was like, now you know you can't fit in no damn. I had an Escort when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
And them things were small when I was small. But let me tell you, I'm a plus size girl. I'm 200 some pounds. And
I
I
don't
have
even
friends
see it.
who
I don't even know
have.
why you put yourself in the damn category, but go
But
ahead.
no. What? Okay,
He keep on doing it.
let me
He
land my
keep
plane.
on
Let me
doing
land
it.
my plane. I am too something, right? What I'm trying to say is I have people in my life and my family who have cars that I have literally got in. It could barely, they small cars, and I could barely sit in the seat. My thighs hanging over the sides of the seat. The belt can barely get around my stomach. And I'm telling you, if she's 600 some damn pounds, for one, she won't be able to button that seat belt in the car. Not in no little bitty ass car. No, she won't. The seat gonna be in half before she get out of the trip. And the fact that he said his tires are really, really small, you seriously in certain cars cannot put a lot of passengers or a lot of weight in the
Girl, his
car.
shock was gonna break
That's why
before he
he
got
the
down the
shocks
street.
Well, I'm not that damn heavy, but ever since the military, my damn knees messed up. I don't like to ride in low cars.
because of my knees too. I don't. That's why
Don't
I got
get
a
me in a
truck.
low car.
I got a whole SUV, and every car that I had before I started getting SUVs was the big bodies. Like Lovely said, she had Impalas. I had a couple of them. I had not the Escorts, but the what's some other ones? The Ford Tauruses. Oh, you know them is nice size. I had the Taurus. I had different things like that. You know, as I got older and my weight got heavier.
Yeah, the big
But
bodies.
ain't no way I'm gonna be riding. Why would you take a Prius or an Escort anywhere when
Why, if I was that big and I'm walking up to that car, knowing
Left.
dang on well, it's like walking up to the
I mean,
rack.
next. First of all, I would order an XL, like the people say. If you had the option of an XL or a little bitty car, and you 600 pounds, like no, I'm not shading her for her weight, but I'm shading her because
Yes, we are.
let her put
Because she
herself.
ignorant.
She has to put herself in somebody else's shoes.
Okay,
If
let
you
me
Girl,
want a car
say
She had
that
this.
was
she
small,
had a small girl's mind. She don't have a big one.
girl,
and that's
yes,
what
she
I'm
that
saying.
bitch
But
very small
she
minded.
needs therapy.
Boy, she
And she
delusional.
needs therapy.
Wait a
Because
minute,
I'm
she
a big girl.
delusional.
I've been big for years. And I'm big bitch. And I'm not walking around with no bikini drawers on. You see how she was on Charlamagne with her whole stomach? Girl,
Girl,
she had a
wait a
bra
minute. Y'all
on.
better stop.
She had a bra on and a whole stomach. And then when she came in there and sat down in the chair, she said, y'all ain't got nothing bigger than this. They had to pull a whole couch over. She said, that's what I'm talking about. Accommodation.
But
Wait a
my
minute.
thing is,
Hey, check this out. What did she got in that car? Y'all remember that scene on Norbit when Ray Spuser was looking for Norbit? That goddamn car was leaning to the side, and she
yeah.
was driving down that street looking for Norbit.
No,
Girl,
what
that's
if
how
she
that
got
man
in
In
that
the
car
car.
must have
car?
been that if she
What
got
Whatever
if
in
she
there.
got in that
what
car and they
size
got
she
to
could
block down the
do,
road
she
and the tires burst? What would she
But
have done?
my thing is, if you walk up to the car, you know if you're gonna fit up in there. It's just like walking up to the rack and see if you gonna fit it. But evidently, she likes small clothes, so I guess she likes small cars.
I like
I,
my
I,
clothes big because I like room, baby.
Fuck
I
it, I'm
like
on her
room.
side now. That's my kind of girl. Fuck
I
it.
like room.
but you know what? It's a lot of plus girls that dress really nice. I promise you. And it's a lot of plus girls that look like, girl, you should have never put that on. What makes you think? I don't get it because most heavy set women they camouflage it and look cute, but then you got some that just have blur, 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 and that is no.
No, but I'm gonna let Cicelo chime in after this because we ain't heard from Cicelo. But y'all, did y'all watch T.S. Madison? T.S. Madison was like, Craig, she can rap. She really good, but she always raps sitting down. And he was like, sitting down. He said, yeah, she rap either sitting down or in the back of a Chevy, a big box, or a big SUV. And he said, in the back of a Chevy, he said, yeah, she was like this. Craig said, what, daddy? Yeah, she was. It looked like she laying back in the back of the damn trunk of the car.
Girl, no. Oh my
You
God.
have to go to
But
it. You have
yeah,
to go go to T.S. Madison and look at the video a few days ago that's titled Dank and Lyft. And they, boy,
you
she
know
got
what?
pickle.
If that guy got fired, he could sue them.
She dead ass wrong for that though. That
Yeah.
part she wrong, but
No,
everything else
no,
she a
he gonna
motherfucking
sue the
fool.
company because he could deny her because his weight. I mean, in his car.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can deny your ride. Only way you cannot deny your ride when it comes to an animal. You know,
Damn, lovely said, "Damn, go on, girl."
Girl, animal. Sislo, what you got? What you got, Sislo?
no, I'm just saying you cannot deny a person that get in your car with an animal.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, but that big old weight. If I would have seen her coming, a girl would have took off because I have done it before.
That's
And
what Craig said. Craig said if I would have seen her coming, I would have denied the ride and kept on going like I didn't even
yeah,
see
that's
her.
what I have done before, for real.
Now, Sislo, what do you got? What do you think about anything we done said or anything you done saw?
Well, one thing I was gonna say is when let me say this first. Back to not Lovely Love, the other baby on here. We
Oh,
said
Jane True.
J
Mm-hmm.
True was about retribution. Well, that scientifically proves that
That
she
girl,
can get in a precinct.
I need this laugh tonight. Y'all play too much.
so you get it in science.
I'm laughing because you know how long it took me to say her name. And what's up, Miss Ray X?
But
I'm like, rap, rap,
the
boo,
other
And my
whatever
bad
it
teeth ain't in. Abusive. How you say her name?
retribution,
Abusive. Wait.
is. I done
Oh,
messed
res,
my
her
bad teeth will tear me up
retribution,
right now. Abusive. Right?
But Sislo said that proves our point.
That
that's scientific.
does.
That's what
When your
retribution
head all the way up in the ceiling like this,
right. So, but the other thing is when she said she was not, she didn't think that in her mind she wasn't a big girl. In her mind, she was, wasn't that big. Now, let me go back to her on her
hold on,
appearance.
Sislo, I gotta do this. In my mind, I'll always be skinny.
You just had to do
Oh,
it, dude.
that sound good, girl.
You just
That's my
had to do
song
it.
too.
But
He
on
is
their
girl, baby.
on Dale's house when they were getting ready for performances or what have you, they took her into this shop to try on different clothes and furs and stuff, and she was crying because they didn't have anything that she could fit, and they were like, she just kind of got out, and Deb was like, "Look, you got to figure it out. You got to make it happen. If they got to cut two of them jokers and put them together,
And
whatever,
stitch
it
them
just
up.
you got to do this is what you're dealing with for the now, and you have to learn to deal with it." So when she says that she doesn't think that way, she's not telling the truth. And she said that she's been going through it all her life. This may be so, but it doesn't mean that you don't make proper accommodations. It is what it is. Even if she thinks that she's a big girl or she feels sexy because for her to have OnlyFans and making money, I know an old girl like me, wrinkles and all that kind of stuff, and gravity play tricks on my body. I know I could probably make me some greenbacks,
A couple
but
dollars.
I know. Shit.
Wait
Her
a
they
minute.
was talking about the 40 is the new 30, the 50 is the new 40. I'm shit.
So
I
she
girl,
can't
probably had
tell.
like body dysmorphia, something like that.
Girl.
girl,
And you know she lying because what she say they can't say in their house, they can't say what name and what word in the house.
the F word,
They can't say the F word. Charlemagne was like, what the hell y'all talking about? It? We talking about the
F
LGBT,
word,
trying to figure out what the F is for.
F
Wait a
word.
minute.
Charlemagne
She
had me crying.
I think I got that disease too. I be busting out of my size 10s. I be rubbing holes in between my pants legs and they all sheer in between. I
Girl.
think I got that
Y'all need to
disease too.
donate it to me because I am like 113 like right now, and I'm 55 years old, 5'3", and I'm pissed because I at least want to be 140 at my
Let me
age right
tell
now.
you something.
I'm
Well,
an
just have the same disease as me. I think I'm a size 10. I just keep falling all out my clothes and shit.
Girl, I got clothes and they falling off me, and I don't want to buy no more new clothes
I'm
because I
busting
want
out
to.
mine's lovely. We gonna make it, girl.
Every time
So
I
y'all,
done went to
so
a
y'all
big
don't get to talk
size.
about y'all don't get to talk about the big back community. Then.
Oh, we not, because I'm in the
I mean,
big
I,
back.
I'm mad
I
at
like
you. They need to donate.
Every time I got a
it's
different
skinny people
size, every time I put the
downstairs.
size up, there was no way my mind was telling me I'm skinny. And I think that is somebody said something on one of her Facebook videos regarding her parenting, and we're not shading her mother and father, but they were saying something happened when you was little where they didn't allow you to think you are fat.
Because that was
And
all fun.
because all these videos where she's eating all this food, and they're like, how you not realize you're fat when you have to sew your clothes together? You crying on Deb's show because you can't fit none of the clothes that they sent y'all to go shopping. You couldn't fit none of the clothes. It is no way that you could still think to this day at 600 pounds that your mind telling you you're skinny. Because if that's the case, why aren't you dressing at the skinny clothes? She talking about
No,
she don't wear fat people clothes. So she take like all these size 10s, and I guess she buy like 20 of them, and she sew them together.
You know
oh
what?
my
I'm gonna need you to stop trying her, damn it.
God.
I'm getting triggered. I'm triggered.
You
I'm on a
trigger.
suhood table.
But you know what? It's just like I'm losing weight. I recognized that I was losing weight. I mean, you getting bigger, like some people they have kids and then they have weight and then you got to battle with losing weight. Um, but it's just some people it's meant to be thick and some people meant to be small and all that. But I don't understand how you get obese. Now that is obese. I mean, 200-300 pounds. Okay, you
It's
could work on
easier
that.
said than
Four,
done.
5, six
When
hundred
you're a
pounds.
small
That's too
person,
much.
it's hard to fathom. When you're a small person, it's hard to fathom. From a plus size girl who's been up and down the scale, it can happen, and then you just
Girl, I'm
completely
up and
like,
down that scale, and
why
I'm
the
mad.
hell am I so big? Why I can't fit my clothes no more? You be like, huh?
Right.
Lovely. I've been yo-yoing ever since I retired from the service. And I had that hysterectomy. I lost weight at first, but now, well, I don't know necessarily with my weight. I used to have a flat stomach. Now I got this like I don't know. It's like a fupa
It's like
baby
a
kind of going
pud,
on.
like a little
And I
pud.
went from an 8, and now I'm back and forth from 10, 12, 10, 12. So
And
yeah,
that ain't a
Girl,
it's
bad
you look
hard.
weight.
at
It's
you up in years and you ain't got no food puh or the food or the puh. Like you lucky.
Right.
like I'm saying, like I don't know. I guess it's in my 40s, so it
Girl, you
ain't.
got
I used to
something
be
to
real,
say.
and I'm not real big, but I'm like I don't know. It's this shit easy.
You
I used
got
to say the
something to say.
same thing, but it's like damn. Once I hit 40 and had that hysterectomy, there, whoop, there it is. I thought you knew. But then again, let me stop lying. Shit, I be eating laying down and shit. I be
Let
No,
me
but
tell
you
you.
got something. You have something to
When they
shake. It's
put her for
bad
the big back
when you don't
community,
have nothing to shake but bones. I'm shaking bones.
Let's talk about the big back community.
big
Sis
back.
Lo,
Big back, big
what?
back.
I'm an advocate for the big back. It's not
I
big
am
back, it's big back.
too. But I'm gonna
Big back.
advocate her to get an XL car.
I'm
I'm
That
advocating
part.
a representative of the big backs,
for big
okay?
back. But you know what? All honesty, she's a beautiful young lady. She's very gifted. She's very talented. But I want to see her live beyond 40 without congestive heart failure and all those other things. Because to be
Oh Lord, don't tell me that today.
go around as young as she is, and to be carrying around 500-600 pounds all your life, she said she was.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot on your heart. It's a lot on your body. And the easiest way, and I'm talking from experience because I'm going through losing weight and all this myself. So the best way that I can put it, your heart is like your engine to your car. If you never turn your car off, you let your car consistently run, and you go refill it with gas and leave it running, and you continue, you go in the house and you park and you leave it running, and you No, and you never get a tune up or oil change, or when you do, you stop and you turn it back and you leave it running. Eventually, whether you maintain it or not, that engine is gonna blow. It's gonna get tired and it's gonna quit.
Perfect example.
It's the same way.
Amen.
The
So
heart
glad
can,
you said that. I really am because I made a video today that I'm going to be leaving YouTube for a minute. I might dip in and dip out because I have a heart problem and I'm little and I have a heart problem and I'm going to be 55 next month.
Okay.
But you know what I mean? So it can happen to anybody and big people. Some of them are healthy. I mean, I don't know what it depends on what they do in their life. I know I helped up. I mean, I blame everything on me. Um, and now I'm gonna have to pay for it and try to correct it. But yeah, and that's ironic that you said with your heart, my level is at 19. And my doctor said, I'm surprised you ain't had a heart attack. I'm
mm,
That's
done.
one thing they were saying on the show, right, Sis Lo, when they were saying all fat people don't have heart conditions and diabetes and things like that and high blood pressure, and all skinny people ain't healthy. And
right.
I know
Yeah.
for a fact, I know a few people I grew up with or in my family who were skinny. I mean, like 100 and I don't know, 150 and less or whatever. And they had heart conditions, they had diabetes, they had high blood pressure, and then some people in our family who were big, nothing wrong with them. So a
That
lot of
part.
people do
I
think that
was
big
Brian
people
was
automatically have health problems. But you can eventually get there if you don't, you know what I mean?
Take care of yourself.
If you keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, pretty soon you're going to get so big that you're immobile. And I really thank God that she, not thank God like, like that, but
Mhm.
I'm glad. Let me just
already
say I'm
was
glad that she is still mobile at 600 some pounds because a lot of people aren't mobile like that. They have knee problems. They have,
Back problems, all kind of
hold on,
problems.
let me be back. I gotta let Cam in because he left his key. I'll be right back.
all right.
Okay.
Tell him happy
Oh, you
birthday.
already in, Cam? You found
You
the key?
should get yourself on mute.
Oh, he found his key. Oh, never mind. It's just Cam.
Oh,
Happy
Come on, Cameron.
birthday
You want to tell the folks
to
hi? Yesterday was his
you.
birthday. He in
Happy
his work. He in his work room, y'all.
birthday.
He left his keys in his car.
Always love you. Happy
yep.
birthday,
They singing happy birthday to you.
Oh,
my
happy
cyber,
birthday.
my cyber,
Who is that? Your son?
my cyber, my
This
I
my
cyber.
can't see. Girl, I can't see no way. That's your son?
that's my chocolate drop. That's the baby.
How old
That's
is your baby?
my
He just
cyber.
turned 24 yesterday.
Wait a minute. Hold up. How old is your baby?
He just turned 24 yesterday.
Oh, I was gonna say, I like them young. No, I'm
Okay,
married already.
Cam, get out.
I was playing with.
Bye,
I was gonna play with him.
bye, Cam.
Lord.
It was like, get your ass up out of here, these old horny bitches.
Why are you trying to look at her avatar? Get out of
Move,
here.
Sam. Move.
She's married anyway. She's married anyway.
Move.
Lovey Love lives too far away. She stayed by her cousins and them in Texas.
No, I got a husband. He younger though, but I got a
But she married anyway.
husband.
He said he taking. He just playing. He got a girl. But
Oh,
no, Cislo, so about these big backs now,
Bite.
we
Big bite.
represent the big backs, right?
Big bite.
Big bike. So how do you feel as far as the way that she explains she grew up and then different people making different comments about, you know, her family, like, okay, what about the fat word? Like, is that a word that you would forbid in your home just because I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. Fat people call fat people fat people. I mean, you get what I'm saying? I mean, you can't help it what you look at. I mean, and they might call me a skeleton or whatever word they have for me, for skinny people, and it just is what it is. I mean, I don't know.
You
Sis,
remember
no.
what? Have you ever seen that movie, Fat Girls?
Yes.
And you notice how they spelled it.
Mm-hmm.
PHX.
with the
It's like
PHAT. Mm-hmm.
what? It's almost like that. It's like they make an acronym for a word that means basically the same thing as the true word to try to make it comfortable or more acceptable to the person.
Right.
Because true in all honesty, that person doesn't really feel comfortable with the word. So her family doesn't feel comfortable saying fat because everybody was fat. So it was like pick on her sister like that. Don't
Well,
say
that's
this.
what I'm saying when I
Don't say
say,
that.
how could she say all her life she had a skinny mind if you can't even say your parents won't even allow the word fat in the
That's
house
what I
because you're
said
fat?
though. That's what I said earlier. It's not it was
Mm-hmm,
a lie. That's
mm-hmm,
her coping mechanism. She says make that statement to make her feel like that her skin is tough enough to handle those insults. You heard her say she don't go through the comments or anything like that because they would be hurtful to her. But
They
here's
are
the thing.
hurtful.
Yes, I'm glad that she is doing something about it. But that in between from here to there, it's still she can still cry a lot of hurt because of the things that people are saying and or going to say.
Yeah.
Even though they've been saying it all her life, that does not mean that it won't continue to hurt. Even when she loses weight, for people to do the fat jokes to somebody, it may not be applicable to her, but to see them talking about somebody else that may be struggling with their weight may be hurtful to her because she's struggling with it. So it's a lot for her to say that, oh, this is not an issue for me, or this is not something that I'm going through, because it is, which is why the young lady, the doctor that was there with her, was talking about her getting mental health along with the weight loss. It's a
yeah,
mindset. So
yeah.
You gotta think about people that make their titties bigger. You gotta think about people that make their booty bigger, lips bigger. They have obsessed with being that kind of weight, and some people get accustomed to it. You know what I mean? But when it get that big, and when it start wearing down, I don't know how old that lady is, but when you get older,
Like, what she say, 30 or 32 or
oh
I don't
yeah,
even,
it's gonna get worse and worse if she
I don't
don't.
even think she's that
right,
old. She said slow. Is she
she's
even 30?
29.
29, that's what it was. But let me ask you guys this. Okay, now I don't care what people say. They look at me and might not think I'm 200 something, but I am that big. Now I didn't got in cars where I'm like, oh hell no. It was just so uncomfortable because the car was so freaking small. I have a homegirl with an SUV right now, but it's one of those small SUVs. And every time I get in that seat, I like riding with her though because she got warm. She got the seat warmers, and my thighs hang off the seat, and that's in the SUV. Otherwise, the car is fine. But I done drove in little cars, and I'm like, oh no, ain't enough a seat for this ass. The ceiling's too low. I feel like I'm like this in their car. And I'm like, hell no. And then, when you be going somewhere with your girlfriends or whatever, and they try to put the fat bitch in the back,
Uh,
you're not putting me
What?
back there.
the
I'm
seat back,
riding in the front because the back is even worse when you
and
plus
then they
size.
push the seat all the
So
way back.
they trying to sue this driver and say that all my life I've been in escorts and Prius and little Geos and little PT Cruisers and little. Come on now.
You know what I told my husband? I've been praying. I'm trying to gain weight, and I've been asking God, give my weight back. He said, no, I told no, not him. I said, you know what? Because I'm only 5'2". What if I start gaining weight and don't stop? And I get bigger and bigger. I said, you gonna leave me? He said, no. I said, no, you say that shit now. Yeah, I'm gonna be shaking. You know what? I want a little meat so I can shake it, shake it. Girl, I'm be shaking all over the place. You hear me? And
Girl,
maybe I get some titties because I ain't got none. So
girl. You know what? 402 Revenue, that's my homeboy from here, my hometown friend. He said all Lyft drivers should should have scales installed. And if you exceed the warning number, you should be denied the Lyft ride. She just trying to get album sales. You know what, 402, in all honesty, I really at first didn't think that she was trying to do something like that because right away it wasn't nothing mentioned, of course, about lawsuits and things like that. But now she's suing. First, she said, even on Charlemagne, they said, "So are you suing the Lyft driver?" She said, "No." And then Charlemagne started reading the lawsuit, and it said, "You." It says here that you are suing Lyft and you are suing the driver. And he said, "So
Wow.
you are suing the driver?" And she sat there and she was like, then her stepdad said,
Oh,
we'll let the attorney handle that. So you are suing the driver.
no, she
And you
don't
know
know.
what? You can reverse
He ain't
that.
even got no money now. He ain't even got no job. All because he knew that your ass was too big to fit in his damn
He's gonna
car.
sue the company and he's
Check
gonna
this
sue
out.
her. He's gonna sue the
Check this
company
out.
and he's gonna sue her for that.
Go
She
ahead,
ain't
say
sought
something.
out the lawyer. The lawyer sought her out. So she probably don't know the language of the lawsuit. She probably don't think her idea is not to sue for money, it's to sue to make changes to the app.
That's
So
what she
it's
said. Mm-hmm.
so she didn't seek out a lawyer. When they saw the video, they saw her out. Her whole thing was like because she was embarrassed she made the video. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't to make a big deal out of it. It went viral because of who she was and her size. But
Yeah, because a normal person, they probably wouldn't have went viral. You're right, sis.
I'm sorry, I
Go
didn't hear
ahead.
you.
Oh, go ahead, sis.
Lovely.
Oh, I think she on the. Go ahead, sis. Sis,
Oh
on you
no,
on mute.
that was it. I was just saying that it was she probably don't know the language, which is why she got fumbled over her words. She probably didn't know that she was suing the Lyft driver. You know what I'm saying? But in
So
order
she
to
probably didn't even read the own paperwork. Is that what you're saying?
well, no, because he's probably saying we can sue Lyft and blah 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 because the fast talking attorney and all them get those ambulance chasers can do things like that and get talk fast and say we can
Mm-hmm.
get money out of Lyft, blah blah blah. But not knowing that in order to sue Lyft, you got to sue the driver because he was the employee of said company. He can't get as much money from the driver. You got to sue the driver by suing them. So he's implicated whether she wanted him to be or not. So it's up to her. She can settle. She don't have to settle for monetary assets. She can
Well,
always
she
say
said she want to make changes. Sis Lo, how do you feel about the changes that she made? Do you remember the changes that she said
the
want
changes she
made?
gonna make is she gonna have to order XL.
I mean,
No,
it's so obvious. What is are we? I feel like she's playing on our top. You know what I'm saying?
Like I feel like
yeah,
if she
here's
want to
what I'm
make
trying to tell y'all. Okay.
if she want to make I'm sorry if she want to make a change like saying there's no extra charge for XL for people over a certain body type that's disabled or something to that effect. That would be a little bit different.
But
But
when they give you the choice of a little car, a middle size, or a XL,
exactly,
like TS Medicine, TS Madison, she's a big woman, right? She
right,
said she always ordered the XL because she's a big woman. And TS said, I'm
That
not
part.
4, 5, 600 pounds like that girl, and I order a XL. So you have the choice. And some people who drive Lyft, they said you do have a choice to turn down a customer.
And I used to drive Lyft. I mean, I did it, and I did it for like 2 years. And I mean, I mean, you have to go through a little program with them who you can accept and who you not have to accept. So I don't know. I don't even know how she gonna sue. I don't know what lawyer she have. He must be a dumb one because you have the option of picking that driver up. If you don't, I mean not driver, but rider up. If you don't feel comfortable with that driver, you could pull off and then say, I don't want to accept that driver. Only thing it's gonna do is bring your rate a little bit down.
So
And
maybe, lovely love, since you used to drive for them, and I'm glad you're
yeah,
on here, but maybe things would have been differently if he just would have left and not told her that. Then she
Well,
wouldn't
he
have
didn't have to
known
tell her.
that.
Look,
Then she wouldn't have known the reason why he turned her down. He could have made up some other explanation.
yeah, no, he wouldn't even have to let her go to the door. When she started walking to the car, all he had to do was pull off. Now she would have to call into them, and then they would have called him and been like, "Oh, where you at? The passenger is waiting." And then he'd let them know. No, she too big to get in my car. I
So
mean,
would
it's so
that have made a difference in a lawsuit though? Like if he mentioned the weight to them, wouldn't that still be kind of the same thing? Because he turned her down for weight.
yeah, because you know what? That's his car. Now nowadays, Lyft and Uber using their own cars. People are
Right, right.
using.
But what I'm saying is, we know it's his car, but I'm saying he got fired for telling her it was because of her weight. So what makes it any difference if he would have just drove off and told the company it was because of her weight? Couldn't he still get fired?
No,
So what's
because
the whole point of him telling her?
if she couldn't fit in a car, or the car is leaning, or whatever, it's a handbook that they give you. It ain't a handbook. They put it online. You know, when you gonna be a driver and stuff, and you got to go through
Yeah,
these little steps.
mhm.
So, um, no, this rider is unacceptable for my car. And
Uh-huh.
that's all he had to say. I don't know what this man said for him to get fired, but when I'm
He
telling
wasn't
you
rude
with
to her at all, Lovely. Did you see the video? He wasn't rude. He wasn't disrespectful.
right, right,
Hmm.
but he still got fired because if you live in Uber, customers are always right, even though they wrong. They always right. I don't care, girl, because I didn't went through a fair hearing with Lyft when me and this girl got into it or whatever. But um
Hmm.
she was the only thing that I didn't have was a tape that showing what she was doing. You know what I mean? But she tried to
That's
take
why
my
you
job.
should also have a camera in your car because my
Yeah.
friends who drive Uber, drive Lyft or whatever it's called, Lyft or no, what's the other one? Uber. Yeah, Uber.
Mhm.
They have like the little cameras attached to their rear view mirror. It's not
Yeah,
only for
I didn't
safety
have it at
issues,
that time.
right? It's not only for safety issues, but they, just in case somebody says something happened, they got it all on camera. So yeah, a
And
lot of Uber and Lyft drivers
lucky, only lucky thing that I had, it was a dude, and I got him as a witness, and that's the only way he helped me with keep doing Uber, because she was drunk, religious, and all that,
oh no, I would
and
definitely have a camera. If I did Uber or Lyft, I would definitely have a camera in my rear view mirror.
I had to get her out my car, but then she called Lyft on me, and Lyft just disactivated me, and I raised hell like what, and we had to go through all this stuff, and I had to go back. I had to figure out who the girl was. I had to go back and figure out where did I pick her up, and I did. And that dude was sitting out there smoking a cigarette. Thank God for cigarettes. And I was like, you remember that night that girl was tripping on the car in my car, and I had to get her out. I don't know what she was on. I don't know what the girl was on, and I had to kick her out my car and all that stuff. And he was like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, yep." And I got his name and number, and that's the only way I kept my account with Lyft.
Well, I know one thing. Now, Cisco said that she got a car. She might have a car, but all the videos, because I was trying to like get to know who this person is. I was watching a lot of the videos, and almost every video where she had transportation, she was getting into somebody's car. And most of the videos that she was getting in was big body SUVs. Like whether it was her parents or she was going to a performance or a meeting, she wasn't getting into no tiny little cars. So that's another reason why I just cannot believe, even at my size, I would never get in a little tiny car such as a Prius or a Geo or an Escort. They're just uncomfortable.
But when you walk up to her car, be like, "Girl, I ain't fitting in that. Girl, you better
They
get your
told her
ass
you
to the back. I'm sitting in the front." You know what I mean? Come on
Yeah, they
now.
say he had like a Civic type car. And if you know a Civic, even the newer ones aren't that big. So I don't know. Do y'all think this low? Answer me honestly, y'all. Do y'all think this is a money grab?
Yep, to get somebody to talk about it. I think it is.
I mean, the people are dragging her in her comments. They telling her that she needs to apologize to the driver. That she should have known to get an XL car. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
gonna just be honest. Even if I had friends or homies, and I'm a pretty blunt, honest person. And as a plus size woman, I will tell somebody if I had a little bitty car and you weigh 600 pounds that you ain't getting in my shit. Because one thing about it, did y'all hear Charlemagne and them say that somebody on the show said, I think it was her uncle. No, it was her stepdad. Her stepdad was really in her corner on this interview. But the stepdad said, I bet you if it was 5 or 6 girls that weigh 100 something pounds who were all sloppy drunk or fine as fuck or sexy or whatever, he would have let them get in the car. And that weighs about 500-600 pounds or more, right? And they was
but
like, yeah, Charlemagne was like, yeah, I got your point there. That makes sense. But if I was on that show, I would have told them, hold on. If I was on that show, I would have told them it's a difference between having a lot of body spread weight around your car than a 600-pound person sitting on one side of your car on the wheel.
that part, yo, you
It's a
definitely
big
right.
difference because the
The-
weight is spread evenly if you got 5 or 6 people in your car around 100 something pounds.
I didn't have 5 people in my car and me, but see, the difference is it evens out, you know. But
That's what
if
I'm
you have,
saying.
yeah, exactly.
And I had
So
somebody bigger than me, a lot bigger than me in my car before, and they was in the passenger side in the front, and right hand to God, mama in heaven. My car was like unbalanced,
right,
really unbalanced, where I could feel one of my tires way lower than the other, and it made me a little nervous. But we got to where we was getting to, and that was that. And they were not 600 pounds. So I can just imagine in a little bitty car like this dude had, child, I would have to got fired. You know what? I would have said, fuck y'all, I quit. Y'all need to
no,
gotta fire me. Fuck y'all, I quit. Because like y'all say, you are an Uber or Lyft driver and you are responsible for every piece of maintenance done on your car. And
yes,
without
ma'am.
being an Uber or Lyft driver, you know how much to take on in your car, especially if it's a small car.
If she would have got in his car and he would have drove off and broke his
That
shock,
bitch broke down.
and now he not making money anyway, and she's still at her destination walking along. You know,
They probably wouldn't
it's
even made it, lovely. They probably would have broke down a block away. No, I'm just talking shit. But I'm just saying, what if they did, lovely? What if they broke down a block or two away? You know what she would have done? She would have got on that phone and ordered another lift and left his ass right there stranded
right, ma'am. That's
with
exactly
no tip.
that's exactly right. That's what they do. I mean, because I didn't have an accident, and well, I ain't had no accident. Somebody hit me. I was like, "Girl, we finna get paid because you a passenger, right?" But yeah, I said, "Well, all you have to do is get on your phone," and I had called it in, and she got another ride to get her destination. But I got all her info, for insurance purpose. But yeah, they gonna
And
get what they
most
have to
people
get.
don't even, most Lyft and Uber drivers don't even report to their car insurance that they drive for a living because if they did, their insurance would go up.
And you know what? Oh, I shouldn't say this online then.
No, I know a lot of people who don't tell their insurance companies that they drive Lyft or Uber.
Because I just told you the girl, and she was in the back seat, and I was like, "Girl, I got her name and number." I was like, "Girl, we
Don't
broke up."
incriminate yourself now.
Wait a minute, no, the person hit me from the back, and I was like, "Girl, look, you can get paid or
Oh,
whatever."
okay.
I just wanted my car fixed.
So it wasn't your fault. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I wanted my car fixed, and that
I
was
was
it. And
like,
I was
bitch, roll out the nose. Stop, drop, and roll, bitch.
like,
Roll
"Stop,
under the car. Roll under the car.
girl." No, I didn't piss in the car though.
Woo!
I lied. They hit me. I pissed all over my. I wish I could have shit it,
You
but
know what? I ain't
I
even gonna hold
pissed.
you. I've been in so many wrecks. I don't blame you because that impact is so hard. I, I wouldn't even blame you. I wouldn't even
And
blame
I
you.
wasn't even in the car. I was in a semi. I sure did.
Oh wow.
When they got me out that dang on semi, somebody hit me. Girl, I was pissy than a motherfucker. Huh? You lying to me? That's why I'm on
All right,
disability.
Sislo says she
But
gotta
let
go.
me get up
All
off here so I
right,
can talk to
you
myself.
got some last minute before you leave, Sislo? Any last minute thing?
No, just we have a big bike of the United States.
She said big bike. On behalf of the big bikes.
Big bike of the
Well,
at the America. In case they go from Mexico no more. And the go we just want to say love big folks. Show love for the big bike.
We got to show love to the big bag. The big
Order
bag community.
when we order order what we really need for free.
Oh, Sislo. I mean, I'm gonna mute you, lovely, because you got some feedback. Go ahead, Sislo.
That was it. I just want to say, when we order compact, we really mean XL.
We really need, and I know I might be coming off a little, I'm doing commentary. I'm trying to keep it entertaining. So I'm a big girl, so I understand big girl life. I understand the big back life, but there's no way ever that I would order a little ass car if I weighed 500 or 600 pounds. Now, why would she not order something that I'm just picturing her ass trying to sit in that little ass car and trying to get that little ass seatbelt around her big ass in that little ass car? There's no way. And one thing about it, people can tell you, and they get upset with me sometimes, but can't nobody ride in my car without their seatbelt on. I don't care if you're 9 or 99. I'm not moving that bitch until you put your seatbelt on, grown or a kid. And people sometimes be like, damn, man, I don't even put the seatbelt on in my car. Why? So if we get in a wreck and your ass fly out the goddamn window and hit the damn light pole, you gonna try to sue my ass for some extra? Nah, shit. Get your ass in a damn seatbelt. You don't want to be in my seatbelt, then you're gonna get the fuck out of my car. I've always been like that. Because the last thing I would ever want to see is us getting a wreck, and I have to look at your head through the other side of the window because your head is stuck in the glass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel it.
And when you that big, it's impossible. It's damn near impossible unless you get us. You know how they get the seatbelt extensions? I ain't even gonna hold you. Every time I got on a plane, I have had to get a seatbelt extension. It's always been like a little too short, and I have no shame. Stewardess, can I get a matter of fact? I'm thinking about buying my own because you can order them on Amazon. I'm like, stewardess, can I get an extension? Sure, ma'am, sure. I click that shit up. I ain't about to fly out the window. Okay.
Safety first, but thank you for having me up here. I'm gonna drop down, and y'all have a beautiful and lovely day. I
All
mean,
right.
lovely night, rather.
Thank you for joining
Morning.
us and giving us your point of view as a Lyft or Uber driver. I appreciate it.
All right, you know I be in your bushes all the time, right?
I know you do.
And them cakes be looking good, girl. You cakes ain't
Thank
like.
you. Thank you.
Everybody have a and thank you. I don't know if the chat was tearing me up, but all right,
No,
thanks
they're not.
everybody. Yeah, and I might stop here every now and then because I'm gonna get off. Um, I'm having health problems and I got to do what I got to do, and it's hurting for me. I don't know how I'm gonna do this because I'm addicted to YouTube. So
You gotta
it's
take care of yourself first. And I take breaks. I believe in taking breaks, lovely. I know people be like, oh, take a break. You don't be live that much anymore. I be taking my breaks away from all this chaos in this
I,
sector. And a lot of this shit, it don't even interest me at all. So I don't talk about it. I don't even watch half the shit
I
anymore.
can do that for a couple of days or so, or maybe a week, but after that, I'll be like, bitch, what's going on?
Well, it
But
depends.
yeah,
If it's something really, really juicy going on, yeah. But this same old
let me get down. I'm gonna be listening.
all right, boo. This same
All
old
right.
shit, all these damn plays, like I don't, they don't hold my interest. They just don't. And Cicely, I know you have to go. I know you got a paper that you got to write. I appreciate you for joining me this evening. I told you guys I was going to try to keep it at an hour because there's only so much we can say about a fat girl trying to get in a tiny car, right?
Happy having birthday, Whitney.
Hold on. Let me see something. Let me see if I can find something real quick. Hold on, Cicely. Don't leave yet, Cicely. Hold on. Hold on, let me see if I can find something real quick. It's something that I had on here that I wanted to show. Oh God. I ain't trying to hold you, Cicely. I promise I'm not.
Yeah.
Why can't I find it? Let's see. Hold on. Okay, let's see here. I think I found it. I just want to show you this picture real quick. And Noble, hey Noble, I saw you in the chat, boo. I saw you in the chat, boo. I'm gonna show this real quick, and I might have to send it to Cicely because I don't know if I can get it to my phone in time for her to see it before she has to go. But
I'm here.
so I'll just send it to you because it's I have to shoot. Oh, here it is. Oh, okay. Hold on. Come on. Hold on. I found it. Woo, child. Okay. You guys are gonna laugh. Okay, I'm uploading it now to the stream. You still there, sis? You on mute? You still there?
I'm here.
Okay. All right. This is, I used to drive for DoorDash, right? So I'm gonna show you the picture that I used for every time I did a DoorDash live, or not a live, but sometimes I would record my dashes. That was one of the pictures that I used of me in the car driving.
That's cute. You got your little sun hat with your convertible. Girl, you too much.
Girl, that shit was so funny.
That's the kind of car she needs to order, though. What's up with no limits?
You said what?
That's the kind of car she need to order, something with no limits.
But you know what? Seriously though, I would never. I do feel really bad for the guy who got fired. I really feel bad. I know people are talking about he needs to sue Lyft or he needs to sue Uber. I don't know if there's anything he can do. Maybe he needs to get his own lawyer. I don't know, but I feel really bad for the guy. And I feel really bad because, like I said, coming from a plus size woman, the big back community, whatever you want to fucking call it, I just feel like I just hate that. And she said she didn't call. She said they reached out to her. She said I didn't call. I didn't report him, but she recorded it and she went viral, and he got fired. She didn't call and say, please don't fire him.
And you know what? I'm one of those people that's like, when I go out to eat and you have a choice on whether you can sit at a table or in a booth, I'd rather sit at a table because I've always been like, I don't want to be tight in a booth with the table on my belly and all this.
That's me. Every time we go out.
People are usually like, girl, you, and there's, I can fit in there with no room, but I don't feel comfortable.
Unless it's like a booth that's really there's some restaurants that I love to go to and sit in the booth. See, I'm heavy
When the
chested,
table
so
moves.
a booth is not, if it's not roomy, a booth is very bad for a heavy chested person because your breasts are literally sitting on the table.
On the table.
On the table, and every time you eat, you dripping food. Don't drip no food. It's gonna be all over your shirt and shit like that. So I usually do get a table, and don't try to put me in those extra high stools because I'm short. So my legs just be dangling, and I'm sitting on that little tiny ass seat.
Right.
But yeah, in her particular case, I just feel bad for the driver because okay, Sislo and Charlemagne, I know you got to go. I'm gonna say this one last thing. And Charlemagne, when she sat down in that little ass chair, I didn't even know she was gonna ask for a bigger chair. When she came in and sat her big ass in that little ass chair, I said, "Lord have mercy,
I'm
Lord
just
bless that
great.
chair, bless
I'm
that chair." And then she got up and said, "Do you have something else?" And they looked around. They
got
was
a
like, "Well, we got
whole
this love
section.
seat over here, this couch." So, Sislo, if you tell somebody this chair is too small for you and they need to accommodate you with something bigger and they give you a couch, why was it wrong for that man who has that little car to say you need something bigger?
Exactly.
That's all I got to
And
say.
that will be one of those videos that I, as a lawyer for the company, will show in court.
And Charlemagne, they ain't gonna delete
Yeah,
that shit. It's gonna be there forever. So they can definitely refer back to that video.
right, and compare it to the size of the back seat of his car.
Yeah, because y'all, she said that's what you're supposed to do for big people. Y'all supposed to accommodate us. You asked them for a bigger chair, but you didn't ask Lyft for a
Yeah,
bigger
we're talking
vehicle.
about the difference between the XL and or whatever it might be about $4 or $5. It's really
It's
not a
not
big
that big a
difference.
difference. Yeah.
It's not that big of a difference. And sometimes if they run flash specials and stuff like that, you can actually get the XL cheaper,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you frequent ride share apps. You know, there
Child, I won't
were
even buy a
there
little
were ways
car.
around it, and there were definitely ways around. I think now, she feel like she out her is out there now. She got to run with it, but
Yeah, she got to run with it now, but I won't even buy a small car. Like, I have to be comfortable. I won't buy a small bed. I got very nice, sturdy couches that I make sure support my weight and anybody else's weight. And I have
Mhm.
SUVs that support my weight. Like, I just won't. I just won't. I
It's
won't
like
make
you got
myself uncomfortable. And I
like you
won't make
got
anybody else.
shoes to
Right,
accommodate your weight.
right. And I won't make
You're
anybody
not by
else
none of
uncomfortable. Hmm.
them and the thighs don't match. No, no, no. Those little shoes is hurting y'all. And the size don't match. No, no, no.
And you be talking about me.
I know I'm wrong, but I'm gonna get off of here. I got
All right,
what
love. I love
11
you. Keep on
page
doing it.
extra pieces to write. I love y'all on purpose, and nothing you can do about it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and support this channel. $ the hood table 402. That's my girl, Miss T. You can hit her up on all her social media platforms at the hood table.
The hood table is everywhere from
Send her
TikTok to
some love for
Facebook to
Valentine's Day. You heard?
mm-hmm.
All right. I love you on purpose. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Keep
I
it
love you
moving.
too. And good luck on your paper.
All right. Thank you. It's not.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
thank you. All right.
You're welcome. All right, you guys. Hey, just Andrea, you late girl, you late girl. But feel free to watch the replay. I'm about to get my butt off of here and watch me some TV. There is something that I think I saw on YouTube that I might be interested in as far as the B sector, but I really haven't been I really haven't been watching too much in the B sector because nothing has really been interesting me that much. Um, so that is what it is. That is what it is. I did see Lolo earlier do a video. She was dragging dragons. That whenever they get into it with dragons, whether it's Lolo or Lemon, whether it's Lolo or Lemon, and they get into it with dragons, I don't really give it too much because they always eventually start messing with her again, and that dragon's always running plays. So I don't give that too much, attention. So I don't give that too much attention. Thank you, Just Andrea. I appreciate that, boo. But yeah, yeah. So I did see a little bit of Lolo, her dragons, but other than that, I think I gotta catch up with a video of Mother. I think he was talking about Nez. I don't know who else to watch because I just haven't been interested in a lot of the storylines, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You said you haven't been on YouTube that much because I've been moving for. Oh, you've been moving? Oh, girl, I know what that's like. Ooh, jeez. I didn't move so many times in my life. When I was younger, we moved a lot. As a grown up, I even moved a lot. And when I moved here a couple of years ago, I was like, Lord, please don't let me have to move again because, oh my God. Oh my God. Next time, if I got to move, I promise I'll probably leave everything up in this house. Everything. Take my wallet, take my laptop, take my Bluetooth speaker, my microphone, my lights for my YouTube channels. I'll take all my cake supplies and my cake tools. But other than that, I'll probably leave everything up in that damn house because I'm getting too old to be moving. My knees bad, child. My knees bad. But yeah, so thank you guys though for joining me this evening to discuss this trending topic that's all over social media about the heavyset plus size woman, big butt woman who is now suing Lyft because of the fact that she was denied a ride by a particular Lyft driver who had a rather small car, and he thought that she might damage the car because she's like 600 pounds. So he turned down the ride. And now she's suing Lyft, and allegedly, from what Charlamagne read from the court papers, she's also trying to sue the driver, which at first she said she wasn't suing the driver, but then Charlamagne was like, but it says right here you suing Lyft and the driver, so are you? And she was like, we'll let the lawyer handle that. The driver allegedly did lose his job. But now, from what I hear from other Lyft people, and we had Lovely Love on here telling her experience as a Lyft driver, and she's saying that you can turn down people if you think they're too big for your ride, because with Lyft you can order different size vehicles. You can order small, economy size, mid size, or the XL, the big bodies. Me, with my body, I would always order a big body vehicle. I always have had big body vehicles, cars, or SUVs. So I'm definitely not going to order no tiny little Lyft and squeeze in somebody's tiny little car and be uncomfortable. But why she chooses to do that, I don't know. I don't know. And, I am part of the big body community, big girls, you know what I'm saying? No shame, no shame. But I got to be honest. And I feel like what she's doing is wrong. Now, if you wanted to get together and get something with Lyft, as far as like she claims, she just wants Lyft to change some things on their app. Like ask people what size are they, or if they are above a particular size. And I'm thinking to myself, why she telling this to Charlamagne? And I know Charlamagne and them was thinking it too. But if you went to an app and they asked you, how big are you? Like, what size are you? If she's offended because a driver didn't even want her to get in his little car and mess up his shocks and struts and rims and tires and muffler and brakes and seats and floorboard, like, you wouldn't be upset if Uber said, how much do you weigh? Do you fit in this weight? Like the 2 to 3, the 3 to 4, the 4 to 5, in her case, the 5 to 6? Like, you of course will be offended. So that don't even sound believable to me that you'll be absolutely fine if Lyft just changed that on the app. Because I have a feeling that, like Sislo said, if you order a Lyft, it's only a few dollars more. It could have been the fact that she always get little cars because she don't want to pay the upcharge for a bigger vehicle, even though it's just a few dollars. So if they did ask on the app, are you over a certain amount of weight? Would people lie and say they're this weight so they get a cheaper car? Then when the Lyft driver gets there, they say, oh, well, I'm sorry, but you lied about your weight. Therefore, I can't allow you in my car. I don't get it. I'm really I'm not saying I'm upset about it. I don't want to say, hey, Room Shaker, how you doing, love? But a lot of people feel this way. Even the plus size, like if y'all listen to a lot of people, there are people, sorry, I'm trying to rub my lip gloss in. There are people who are commenting on her videos saying, on YouTube, saying that they represent the 200 plus community, because she tried to reference the LGBT. Like, you guys, we make accommodations for the LGBTQ, but why can't we make accommodations for plus size people? And people are in her chat saying, I'm 200, I'm 300, and what you are doing is wrong. One lady said, I'm 200 pounds, and every time I order an Uber or a Lyft, I always get XL. T.S. Madison chimed in on this. Her and Craig the writer chimed in on this. And T.S. Madison said, I'm a plus size woman. She said, I'm not 600 pounds like this girl, but I'm a plus size woman, and I always order a XL. Like, I don't understand why, if you are, we're not talking over 2, we're not talking over 3. We are talking at her biggest, because she just lost 80 pounds recently, but she was 597 at her biggest. And she told her mama, if she gets to 600 pounds, she just going to give up. Why it takes you to get to 600 pounds to think about losing weight, I ain't even going to get into all that, because I'm a big girl, and I ain't even going to get into all that, because I just talked to my homegirls today, and I said I'm going to buy me a fat girl suit from Amazon, and I'm going to get in that pool at the YMCA and start taking water aerobics. So I definitely understand the trials and tribulations and the journey that people have to go through, and the ridicule that some people have to go through as a plus size person. But also, as a plus size person, I have had friends offer me rides, and I'm looking at their car like, I'm not getting in that shit. I'm not about to squeeze in that shit. Like, the one thing that I think about, to all my plus size people out there, like, have you ever been in somebody's little car and you be thinking, oh my God, what if we get in a wreck? And I'm looking like Rasputia in the car. If it wrecks, I mean, my head is on the ceiling. I'm like, it ain't no Jaws of life. No. At least if I'm in an XL car or a big body, like what I'm used to, what I purchased, what I'm used to driving in, an SUV, I know I can probably get in a crash, and hopefully I got a little wiggle room till somebody get there, and I'm not smashed up like no damn sardine, a little Prius or a little Geo or a little Escort type of car. So that's one thing I fear. That's an honest to true fear that I've always had about being in a car accident in a little car. I swear to God. I swear to God. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to get off of here. I said what I had to say about this situation, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed my host, my co-host that was on here, my guest. Please make sure you like and share the video. Subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed, please, and thank you very much. And feel free to hit that cash app right there. $ the Hood Table 402 will do. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you guys. And as always, stay safe. Be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. I'm out.